Hey guys, my name's Marie and this is my first planner video. I'm gonna do a video of my setup of my Kikki.k medium in Ocean. I just got this set up and so far I really like it. I've been using it for about a week. Before I was using this, I was using my dark mint, which I also love, but you know, I had to change it. And before that, I was using the lilac with gold diamonds. So the only thing I will say that is different about these is these two have giant rings. I don't know how to measure rings, but the ring size on both of these is the same and they're giant. And they are not the ring size of this guy. So if you have this guy and you get one of these, you're gonna have like so much more room. But I can't help you because I don't know how to measure rings. I don't know. I didn't pay attention in that class in school. Okay, the other thing is the lilac and the dark mint both have the setup with the secretarial pocket and the 3 pockets, and everybody seems to love that. Nobody ever complained about that, but nobody seems to like pockets in the Ocean, which I think was what people were complaining about the most. And that is with a zipper, and they took away a pocket, so now you only have 2 pockets and a zipper. But you still have a pocket behind the zipper, so whatever. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I do like the other way better, but this really isn't that bad, so that's all I have to say about that. So I'm gonna turn you guys around so you can see a little bit better on the inside. Okay, so I forgot to say that this is textured Saffiano leather, in case anybody thought this wasn't leather. Okay, so over here I just have my Target page flags, which I do use, and yes, they do suck at sticking, so you just need one of these and you run it on the back. My little doggy, this is from Kikki.k, and they don't sell them anymore, so you can only find them on eBay or in a Kikki.k resale group. This is from, if you like this guy, the Hobby Lane Etsy shop. And over here, I can't make up my mind if I'm going to have this Happy Day or You Are Awesome Project Life card. And it comes with this Live It, Love It. I can't remember what the other ones used to come with. They used to say something else. I don't know. This one says Live It, Love It. And the I'm Unique card that, you know, talks about how it's handmade leather and there might be some defects and it's okay. And it also comes with this little tiny today pad that you don't have to use, but I don't know, for now I just left it there. In this pocket, or zippered pocket, I have some stamps and some address labels and some of these guys that I'll talk about in a minute. And I'm not gonna lie, this is an awesome like zippered pocket. Sorry, I haven't had any problems with it. And like I said, you still have a pocket back here, and I'll probably put more stickers back here, but for now I only have those. This came with the Cocoa Daisy May kit, I think, and I don't know why, I just love anything that says You Are Here. So I put it here, but it's actually a pain in the butt, so I might move it, but I still want to use it in my planner, so I don't know. I might end up just punching it on this side and putting it here so I don't have to deal with it. I only have 6 sections in this one. It actually came with these dividers that are really pretty, like seafoam green. Okay, so here I have some printables. I just printed them out and put them on here with my adhesive tape. Oops, don't look at that. There's a yearly overview. And okay, a lot of people wonder how you use Project Life cards in your planner. Like I showed you guys earlier, I had those cards over here. These are Project Life cards, the Happy Day and the You Are Awesome. This one's laminated, this one's not. You know, you can stick them here, ones that say nice things, or if they're just pretty, just to decorate your planner. You can also, you know, put one over here and clip it with a paper clip on your dividers, and that looks nice. Or you can do this, which is something else I do. So I laminate them, and I leave a little bit of laminate on this side so I don't have to punch into the card, and I just put them all throughout my planner, which I'm sure you will see. And I just think it adds something. I mean, like, look at this June. It could just be this plain old sheet with absolutely nothing on it. Or, I mean, I haven't even decorated this at all, and I already think it adds a little something to it. So this planner did come with monthly and weekly inserts. So, but it starts in June, so of course I haven't started actually using these inserts yet. Oh, and just like you can laminate Project Life cards, you can laminate any kind of post-it note or napkin, as you will soon see. This is my second divider, and this is my weekly inserts. And my panda, of course, I love pandas. This is the ruler that comes with it. It's also like a really minty seafoam green. Oh, and it says when all else fails, take a nap, because I love naps. Who doesn't love naps? These are the Target page flags, and I just laminated it. There's tutorials you can find on YouTube of how to laminate these and cut them out and put a magnet on there to make them into a little page marker. Okay, so these are the cards I had in the zippered pocket over there, and I don't know, these are just silly. So that was something I was going to say. A lot of people don't decorate their planners, and that's fine. But I was going to say that for me, like, I'm in law school, and law school is, like, there's a lot of rules, needless to say, and everything has, like, it's so regimented, and I read all day long, and there's a right and a wrong, and there's literally a rule for everything. So for me, like, my planner, its job is to make me happy. And this really is my creative release. This is the only time when I get to do whatever I want. And this is the only time when I get to be creative. So I decorate my planners probably more than most people. So if that's not something you do, that's perfectly fine. Maybe you get to be creative in other parts of your life, but I don't. So that's why I do what I do. So my planner's job is to make me happy. So that's why I add things like this and the Project Life cards and the little pandas and stuff, because at work I would never be able to do this. You know, even my clothes, like, you know, I have to wear suits and, you know, black suits with white shirts, so like I can't even be creative with my clothing. So this is it for me. This is all I got. So that's why. So this says, I'm excited for the plans I made this weekend that I'm going to break once I remember that I don't like having plans, which I thought was silly considering this is the weekly schedule. And again, this doesn't start till June. So see, there's June 1st. This is my third section, which is going to be my finances. Oh, and okay, so I don't have these labeled, but honestly, like, after I use this for like a week, I'm going to have these memorized, and I just don't like labeling them. Maybe if I had one of those little labeling machines, I would do it, but I don't, so I just memorize them. And I just have more printables here, more Project Life cards with the, because I didn't want to punch into it. This again came with the Cocoa Daisy subscription, and these are really inserts, but sometimes when I really like them, I laminate them, and I'll just use this for notes. Oh, okay, so this is my financial section, like I said. So I am determined to do a no spend in June, because I've never actually done a successful no spend. I've been telling myself I'm going to do a no spend since January, and I have failed each and every single time. If you've actually done a no spend and not failed, please tell me what your secret is, because I don't know why I can't do it. So anywho, so what I decided I was going to do is here, every time I actually, like, I'm going to break my no spend, I want to write down, like, what is it that I'm about to buy? Like, what was I so tempted with that I couldn't freaking restrain myself? Because I swear it's going to be something so dumb, like something from the stupid Target one spot. This is $1, and I'm not gonna break a no spend for $1. I'm not gonna do it. So yeah, I feel like if I write them down and keep track of it, then later when I go back and look, I'm gonna be like, wow, like I don't know. I think it'll help me to see what it was. These are gonna be my expenses, because even though I'm doing a no spend, of course I'm still gonna have actual expenses for other things like gas and food and, you know, things that are not related to my planner. Okay, 52-week challenge. We haven't actually started this, but I'm going to. I mean, it's a 52-week challenge, not like a 1-year challenge. I don't have to start it on the 1st. Okay, so I just watched the Dave Ramsey baby steps thing. If you have not seen it, I totally recommend you like look it up on YouTube and watch it, because I mean, I feel like everybody, like, it doesn't hurt to save money. So step 1 is to save $1,000 like yesterday, and I totally want to do this, and I talked to my husband about it, and we're going to start. So that's step 1, and this is just like, I'm going to keep track of how much money we have until we've saved $1,000. This is the $5 challenge, which I thought was hilarious, and it's like you save every $5, every $5 bill you get, you save it. So I actually punched holes in a little envelope, and I'm gonna put every $5 bill I get in here. I'm gonna do it. It's gonna happen. And this is for, oh, this is step 2. It's the snowball debt payment. And I mean, if you watched the video or if you've ever seen it before, you know what that is. This is the 3rd tab. This is my health and fitness. Oh my gosh, this might be my all-time favorite Project Life card ever. And I don't even know where I got it from. Okay, so I have my 8 glasses a day. This is for the whole week. And you just color it in, or you can cross it out or whatever. And I laminated this so I don't... Okay, because I have the L2E stamps for this, which is actually the whole reason why I bought that Planet L2E stamp set. But like, there's no way that I'm gonna be able to plan my life and do the water tracking on here. So I figured that was gonna have to have its own section. Oh, and I forgot to leave the laminate here, so I had to just add these little post-it things and just punch it in because I forgot. So another little funny thing, this says, please give me an excuse to avoid the gym today. Which is just funny. It's not really going to happen because I'm going to go to the gym. Again, this is the Cocoa Daisy inserts. And, oh, this is for my meal planning. Okay, so I have to show you this. This actually, oh, okay, so this is a Cocoa Daisy. But this is from the Webster's Pages. This is actually one of the inserts that came on one of the other sections. I can't remember which section. But if you don't have a Webster's Pages, see if you can see that. Okay, do you see how there's like the days of the week and then there's 3 tiny like columns? It looks like you could play tic-tac-toe on them. I seriously want to know what those are for, because like honestly the only thing you could do in those columns is check off, like, yes, I had breakfast, lunch, and dinner on Monday. I mean, there's no room to write anything there. Or, like, put a happy face, like, no, I didn't like my breakfast, or a sad face, or I don't know. I don't know why there's 3 columns, because it doesn't make sense at all. But anywho, I like the idea, so I just ignore the columns and just write dinners for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. In my family, we grab breakfast on the go, just like a banana or cereal before you go, or a granola bar or whatever. Lunch, everybody eats at school or work, and dinner's the only meal I have to worry about. So dinner's the only meal I plan, obviously. And I like that it has the shopping list right here. And I also laminated this, so I don't have to, you know, keep doing it every week. I just erase it and do it over. And I don't know, I just thought this was pretty. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. Either one, I'm going to do what we had last week and write it on here so I make sure that we don't have it again this week. Or I thought about, because I get the kids' calendars of what they're going to have at school. So I thought maybe I could write what they're having on the days of the week. So I make sure that I don't feed them the same thing, because I really hate doing that. But I don't know. I just thought this was pretty and I had to find something to put here. So there's that. And then here, I'm going to keep track of what goes into my mouth. Everything that goes into my mouth is going to go here. And the other thing is, I can't remember whose video it was, but I was watching somebody else's video and they were also doing a food tracker. And they highlighted everything that they ate that was bad. And I'm gonna do that because then, like, when you're looking back through your food diary, like, you can see, like, okay, on Tuesday I did really bad because the whole page is highlighted. And I mean, that doesn't mean that, you know, you have to quit, but that just keeps you cognizant so the next day you can do better. Like, okay, I did really bad yesterday, so I need to do better today. So I am going to do that. So I'm going to highlight all the bad stuff. And this is something that's really hard for me, dieting and food, keeping track of your food and exercising. It's a struggle. So I put a lot of Project Life cards in here because, like I said, those make me happy. You know, I love typewriters, and this little guy is so cute. Okay, so here's an example of one where I didn't leave the laminate, but I did it because, like, look how far this already sticks out. And if I would have left the laminate, it would have stuck out even more, and that just wasn't going to happen. So I just have to deal with it. And I'm dealing with it. I love typewriters. I love ampersands and stripes. Hello. Love that. Gold foil. Can't get enough of it. Alright, this is my next divider. This is just like my personal stuff. Like all kinds of personal stuff. This is a Maya Angelou quote. And I just love her. And I'm sad that she's gone. These are my goals for 2015. Okay, this was supposed to be my morning routine, but what happened was when I started thinking about what to write here, I realized that I just don't, like, this just isn't going to happen because, like I said, I'm in law school, so, like, I have a class that's Monday, Wednesday, and it's really early in the morning, and then on Tuesday, Thursday, I don't have a class until, like, 10. Then on Friday, I have a class, but it's still not as early as the class on Monday, Wednesday, so I'm not going to make 12 different morning routines, and I don't know. So I had the best intentions for this page, but so now this is just here to remind me that I have a crazy morning routine, and I don't know. I just have to fly by the seat of my pants. Okay, Cute Things Mackenzie says, okay, can you guys please leave in the comments if you care about my crazy stories behind my lists, because if you don't, I won't tell you. But I don't know, so, you know, I'm just going to tell you them for now. So, I have two kids, Andrew and Mackenzie. Andrew's the oldest and Mackenzie's my youngest. And this did not happen to me with Andrew, so I was just so surprised when it happened to me with my daughter. So with Mackenzie, I was so sad when she started saying things that she had always said wrong when she started saying them right. It made me really sad. So, and the first one that happened with was with the color yellow. She had always said lello, and one day she said yellow, and I was like, what are you doing? No, like, say lello, and I actually told her to say lello. So now I write down all the stuff that she says wrong so I won't forget whenever she starts saying it right. So sad. Like Rapunzel, she can't say Rapunzel, she says Mapunzel. She still does that one. Oh my gosh, they grow up so fast. Alright, this is my L2E wish list. I love L2E stamps. Netflix. Okay, so I don't get to watch that much TV, so when I do get to watch TV, I want to watch quality TV. And I love documentaries, and I like to binge watch, like, really good shows that I didn't get to watch when they were actually on TV. So if you have any good suggestions for this, that would be great. I just haven't gotten around to doing this yet. 2016 planner. Okay, this is like a huge problem in my life. I don't really know what I'm going to do for 2016. I don't just use one planner, so I mean I will use this guy, but I'll have more too. The Inkwell Flex, I love Inkwell. I have an Inkwell right now and I totally love it. The Heidi Swap planner, I have that. The only thing I don't like is the binder because it's pretty chunky. So if I did use that, I would probably put it in a Kikki.k or a Filofax or something. The Erin Condren with the new layout, the vertical one that's like the Inkwell. I don't know, I'm kind of curious about that, but honestly I still like the Inkwell better, so I don't know. The Webster's Pages Color Crush. Hello, they're coming out with the yellow one. Oh my goodness. Like the Filofax original yellow has been my unicorn for like 50 years and now I can get one. So I'm pretty excited about that. And now the Happy Planner. So I don't know. I don't know what to do with my life. I have to figure that out. This is for meal planning. These are some of the meals that like I know like my family loves. So whenever I'm meal planning, I can just come here and pick some out. And whenever I want to try new meals, those are always on the weekend. I will never try a new meal during the week. That's not wise. Things I want, that's just things I want. Books I want to read, again, like honestly I want to read books. I know this is a long list, but like I said, I'm in law school and my life is reading books, and they're reading law books. So when I'm not reading books for school, I feel like the last thing I would like to do in the world is to read a book. But I do want to read books. Gosh, it's such a struggle. So I will read a book for fun. It's gonna happen. I just don't know when. Okay, this is another page that I had the best of intentions. I wanted to write down some of the things that I wanted to try on Pinterest. So I started thinking about it and I was like, well, let me go to my Pinterest page and see what some of the things I want to try. And I actually have like, oh my gosh, I have a ton of things pinned on my Pinterest. But then I was like, why am I doing this? Because they're already all pinned on my Pinterest. So I was like, yeah, that's not gonna happen. So this isn't gonna happen. I don't know why I made this. This year's list, I totally stole this from Erin Joy's. I think it was, oh my gosh, I think this was her first video doing her little planner walkthrough or whatever. So I stole this list from her, and it's a bad habit that you want to break. And oh my gosh, I have so many. I had to think of one, but I decided drinking soda and coffee. I know. New skill to learn, video editing, obviously, because I don't know how to do that. Person to be more like, a good deed to do. Okay, so I have give homeless money. The story behind this, because I don't want to sound like a terrible person, but I watched something like on 2020 or something, Dateline, where they followed all these homeless people, and they would just like at the end of the day walk 3 blocks to their car and drive home. And they were all like con artists. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not ever giving homeless people money again. So for the longest time, I refused to give homeless people money. And then at church one weekend, the pastor was actually talking about how like that's a terrible thing to do, because like that's just not our place. Like it doesn't matter what they're gonna do with the money. Like that's not your business. If they're gonna go buy drugs with it, then great. But that's not your place. Like they asked you for money, all you need to do is fulfill that, and that's where your concern ends. So now I try to always give money to homeless people if I see them. A place you want to visit, I have the Outer Banks, books to read, see my list, letters to write, new food to try, macarons, going to do better at, being patient, oh my gosh. Playing with my kids more, no yelling, see patience, cooking at home and not eating out so much, not spending so much money, and studying more for class. My craft room, I think I just want to get either some pictures or, I don't really know. I think I want to make some kind of like vision board here. I just haven't done that. Favorite quotes, oh my gosh, I love quotes. I don't think I have ever met anybody who like doesn't like quotes. It's like, no, I just do not like to be inspired. But if you're that person, let me know. So I have a bunch of quotes, and I actually left a bunch of like pages for me to put more quotes because I know I'm going to fill these up. Favorite blogs, again, I just haven't done that. If you want to suggest some, that would be awesome. Okay, so this was countries I want to visit, and then I started thinking about it, and I was like, oh my gosh, I want to go to New York. So I actually had to change it and add places. So I don't know, I just have that. The minimalist mantra, if you've never heard of this, you need to look it up because it's awesome. 15 things to give up now. This is like about, I don't know, like self-criticism and how you're your worst enemy, and honestly you probably are. Everybody is. So I really like that. The Holstein Manifesto, I just need to print this out and put it in here. I was gonna write it, but then I was like, no way, I'm gonna print it out because the one that's printed out is really cool. Gift list for my kids, because I don't know, I can never remember what they want. Things I love, I just haven't done it. Oh, and then my last one that I just thought of was the Frappuccinos must try. I don't know if you guys have seen it. There's a list of like all these crazy Frappuccino flavors that like nobody know that aren't on the menu. I just need to write them down and put them here, and I want to try all of them at least once. I just tried the s'mores and it's actually really good. And that's it. And then this is the napkin I was talking about. This was a napkin they had at Target. And I totally laminated it. That's right. You can laminate napkins. You can laminate anything as long as it's flat. Which brings me to my last divider. And this is, what is this? Oh, this is like my brain dump scratch paper for whatever. So this is just, like I said, it's either a brain dump, like I just think of something and it doesn't need to go, like it's not finances, it's not something I ate, it's not, it doesn't need to go in my week, it's not, you know what I'm saying? Like it just has nowhere to go, it's just something I thought of, like something I need to tell my husband or whatever, or I don't know, I want to draw a picture, or I have to give somebody my address, I don't know. I can just rip a page out of here and I don't care. Like this is just literally scratch paper. So that's what that is. And then I love this quote. She designed a life she loved. The first time I saw it was at the end of the Webster's Pages inserts. So I copied them and put this at the end of my inserts. And then the girl with the balloons. I just love this card. Some people don't like it, but I love it. So I put it back here as my little like page lifter. And that's it. And then this planner also comes with this notepad, and honestly this pad comes with like every planner in the whole universe, and I don't think I've ever written on one page of any of them ever, but I just don't have the heart to throw it out or take it out or do anything with it. I don't know, so it's probably just gonna live there forever unused and unloved. Oh, and I use a Sharpie pen. I love Sharpie pens, and they do not bleed through even on the Kikki.k paper, which, I'm sorry Kikki.k, but is not that great. Webster's Pages, on the other hand, that paper is awesome. But, so that's my planner. I hope you liked it. If you have any questions, let me know. And give me a thumbs up if you like my video. Thanks guys, bye.